Capricorn, welcome to your twin flame reading here at Soul Evolution Tarot. It is a timeless reading, so whenever you're going to come across it, trust that there might be a message for you. This reading is not a continuation from previous readings, so just keep that in mind. Also, I'll be tapping into Twin Flame Collective and looking at your Divine Masculine energies first, then your energies towards them, and then the connecting energy for both of you. I'm also going to get some oracle cards and messages from your Divine Masculine. Please keep in mind that it is a general reading, so take whatever is resonating and leave what doesn't. Also, energies are not gender specific, so assign the roles for yourself as needed. Cross watchers are welcome. Other than that, this reading is for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you will feel guided to exchange energy on this channel, please consider liking this video, subscribing to my channel, and sharing or leaving comments. Okay, I also want to say thank you for being here and for providing all of your support and feedback. Okay, guys. My spirit guides that do no harm to me or through me for the highest and greatest good of all, please come with clear guided messages. So before I begin your reading, I just wanted to mention about the Lion's Gate portal energies. We are currently going through this portal, and the peak of these energies are going to be happening on August 8th, so you might want to take advantage of this opportunity and really manifest and attract good things into your life. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know, for some of you who's not aware of this. Okay, so let's see here, Capricorn, what is happening with your Divine Masculine. Let's see what current energies are surrounding them at this time. We have soulmate coming through. We have innocence. And we have ashamed. Okay, interesting, because I just did Sagittarius reading and we had a shamed card coming through, so you might be dealing with a Sagittarius, so you might want to check that video out if you are. Okay, so with the soulmate card here, I feel like this Divine Masculine really does feel that you guys have some sort of soul connection or soul contract. However, they might not be aware and know the difference between soulmate and twin flame, but they are perceiving you as someone very significant in their life and someone perhaps they're meant to be with. Now, we also did get the innocence card, so what I'm getting with this energy, they might be perceiving you, Divine Feminine, as someone who's very pure, someone who's very innocent within their energies, within their intentions towards them. But what I'm also getting with this card too, that perhaps there was something in the past between you and this Divine Masculine where you might be questioning whether or not they had true intentions for you, and Spirit is coming through and letting you know that yes, they did, because we do have this innocence card. So if you were doubting your Divine Masculine and their intentions, then there is a confirmation for some of you that this Divine Masculine had pure intention, even though they might not be completely honest with you in the past. However, they did hold true intentions, okay, with you. Now we also feel we also have card of ashamed. So I'm getting that this Divine Masculine might be feeling ashamed for some sort of behavior or perhaps things that they've done or said to you in the past, okay. And there also might be really thinking and perhaps worrying about whether or not you're really perceiving them as someone honest or truthful, again, in terms of their intention. So they might be worried that you might not think this way anymore after they've done something or said something to you in the past. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. Now let's get some tarot and see what is happening in their mental space first. So when it comes to their mind, what are they thinking about you, Divine Feminine, and this whole situation? Sorry, I'm being a bit slow with my words because I do have a headache the past few days, and it's really taking my focus. Okay, so just bear with me. Okay, so when it comes to their mental space, what's happening in their mental space right now towards you, Divine Feminine? We do have Ace of Pentacles coming through. We also have the Emperor, Major Arcana. And we have Two of Wands. Okay, here, let's see. So this Divine Masculine is really thinking about some sort of an offering here with the Ace of Pentacles, or they might be looking forward for some sort of a new opportunity with you, Divine Feminine. They might really want to have this opportunity with you. If they lost that opportunity in the past, they're definitely wanting to, to have this opportunity with you again. They are coming off here as this Divine Masculine and their Divine Masculine energy, so they want you to perceive them as this Emperor, someone who's, has some sort of status maybe, or someone who who has everything taken care of in their own life. Okay, so they want you to really acknowledge how powerful they are, okay, but in a good way, not someone who's overly, let's say, controlling or manipulative, but someone who actually maybe takes care of other people, someone who's in control of their own lives, someone who, as I said, has some sort of authority or status. Okay, so they really want you to see, they want you to perceive them this way. Okay, maybe they are looking for some sort of respect from you. If, let's say, in the past they did something or compromised your trust, or again they are feeling ashamed for something, maybe they're afraid that you're not perceiving them as this Emperor anymore, and they're really worried that perhaps you're not taking into consideration how they're coming off. Okay, so that I'm just really getting that sense. Now with the Two of Wands here, I feel they're still taking some time to make some sort of important decision in their life. And Two of Wands does talk about looking into the distance and making some sort of long-term plans. However, this person is not moving. They're just staying and contemplating. They're just making goals and plans, but they're not actually taking action. So I feel like this Divine Masculine is really thinking maybe perhaps of taking some sort of action, but they're just not quite ready yet to take some sort of action here. They're still contemplating, they're still deciding, maybe they're trying to find the best solution, how to approach you or this connection, but there's a lot of thinking going on. But there's definitely a sense of them wanting to have this brand new opportunity with you, Divine Feminine. Maybe they're doubting themselves if you're going to even want this brand new opportunity with them at this point, because maybe they've done something where they feel ashamed and really regret things, okay? But there's definitely a desire for this Divine Masculine to come forward, but whether or not they're going to take this action, it's really up to them, okay? And at this point, it is uncertain whether or not they're actually going to act upon these desires and goals that they are setting for themselves, okay? So let's see here when it comes to their emotions, what's happening in their heart space towards you in regards to this connection, Divine Feminine. Okay, we do have 7 of Wands. We have Major Arcana, the High Priestess. And we have 5 of Swords. Okay. I feel like they're really conflicted within their own feelings here, because there's a lot of conflict and there's also a sense of competition going on. So maybe there's more people involved in your situation. Maybe one of you or both of you are currently not available at this time, and that's where this conflict comes in, where this Divine Masculine might really feel defeated with this 5 of Swords here in this situation, because again, because they might have done something or said something where it brought the situation to a point of maybe no return, and they might really be, you know, thinking about that and really feeling defeated when it comes to their feelings. Also, 7 of Wands does talk about some sort of boundaries. So this Divine Masculine does have boundaries set towards you, Divine Feminine, for some reason. They're not quite open to give love or receive love at this time. So there might be some sort of blockage within their heart space at this time. Now the High Priestess here might be that this Divine Masculine is trying to really listen to their intuition and where this intuition is, you know, leading them in terms of their feelings. But I feel like since their heart space is pretty much blocked, they can't hear this intuition. They can't hear their own inner, you know, feeling that they might be receiving at this time, even though Spirit might be really guiding them. But at this point, they're not able to receive the messages that they're getting. Also with the High Priestess, they might be perceiving you as this High Priestess, so you are kind of a mystery to them. So they might not get a lot of information about you, or they might see that you, Divine Feminine, also somewhat, you know, protecting yourself or guarding yourself in a situation, and they're not even sure if you have feelings for them. And this way they're really getting conflicted whether or not they should really open up about their own feelings. Okay, so there's a lot of struggles here I see when it comes to their heart space. Okay, so definitely this Divine Masculine needs to work on their heart space. It is interesting that the Sagittarius reading I did, that Divine Masculine also was struggling with the heart space. So as I said, you might be dealing with the Sagittarius, you might be dealing with Aries, or the High Priestess here. It's I believe this is all of the water signs. High Priestess, I'm not too sure. Let's see here. Okay, what is actually will be happening for this Divine Masculine, okay, in the near future? So what's shifting and changing? We do have the Judgment card, another major arcana coming through. Now, the Sun. Okay, Leo energy, another major arcana. And the Ten of Cups, beautiful. So I do see big transition, big shift happening for this Divine Masculine, because we do have two major arcanas here and also the Ten of Cups here, and all of these cards are positive. I feel like this Divine Masculine is finally going to be waking up to this connection. Perhaps they're going to be working through their fears, working through their blockages when it comes to their heart space, and they are going to be answering this call when it comes to you, Divine Feminine, and this connection. Also, the Judgment card does represent renewal or resurrection. So I feel like if you are currently, separated, then there's definitely going to be a chance for you to recover this connection. Now, with the Sun card, it does talk about happiness, it does talk about all the positive things, okay? And again, very positive shift for this Divine Masculine. Ten of Cups is the ultimate emotional fulfillment. Also, Ten of Cups represents some sort of family situation. For some of you, this situation might lead to some sort of committed situation, maybe even marriage for some. And the Sun card might also represent kids in the situation. So maybe this Divine Masculine has kids, or you, Divine Feminine, I feel like there's some kids involved in the situation, but in any way, the situation that you're dealing with, like let's say if you both have kids, I feel like you might be blending the family together and having this beautiful family in the future. So definitely big shift happening for this Divine Masculine. A lot of happiness, a lot of bright energies here. Okay, so I'm really glad to see that. Now let's take a look at your feelings and thoughts, Divine Feminine, and see where you're at in terms of this connection and your Divine Masculine. Whoa, okay, that's too many. So when it comes to your headspace, your mental space, what's happening for you, Divine Feminine? Okay, we do have Five of Pentacles coming through. We have Nine of Cups. And we have this is the King of Swords. Okay, interesting. King of Swords here. So with this King of Swords, I feel like you might be perceiving this Divine Masculine as this King of Swords, okay? Someone who might be emotionally closed off, or someone who might not be emotionally involved in the situation. However, you are perceiving this masculine and this connection as something very fulfilling to you, because we do have the Nine of Cups here. So I feel like this connection, this Divine Masculine, does really make you really happy. However, there's an energy of feeling some sort of lack. So maybe you did feel this connection with your Divine Masculine. However, if they were emotionally unavailable, you really felt that, this lack of emotions. And this Five of Pentacles does talk about maybe for some of you an abandonment issues. So you might be having some abandonment issues, Divine Feminine, especially if this Divine Masculine has walked away from the situation and left you out. Okay, so you might be still struggling and thinking that they just left the situation without any closure. Okay, and you might be still processing and thinking about it a lot. However, at the same time, with the Nine of Cups, I feel like you're still feeling a lot of, you know, joy and just fulfillment when you're thinking about this Divine Masculine. So there's two conflicting energies coming through. So I feel like at times you might be feeling low and down and even, you know, upset about this whole situation you're dealing with, this Divine Masculine, and there are better days when you're actually, you know, nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, really, you know, just doing what you should be doing. If you look at this card, this girl is really enjoying her bath, okay? So she's just really taking care of herself. So I feel like, as I said, there are better days when you're really focused on yourself and you're not really, you know, stressing about this connection and union. But there are days when you do feel down and upset about this whole situation, okay? So let's see here when it comes to your feelings. What's happening in your heart space towards this Divine Masculine? Okay. Whoa, there's a lot of cards, okay? So we do have Seven of Swords. We have the Chariot, Major Arcana. We do have, this is the Temperance, another Major Arcana. Now this is the Eight of Wands, and we have the Page of Cups. Okay, let's see here what I'm getting. So with the Seven of Swords, there's definitely worry, or I would say some sort of trust issues when it comes to this Divine Masculine, because they might have done something in the past where you might be feeling betrayed, or you might really know that this Divine Masculine was not honest with you, and that's where you get, again, there's this conflict within your feelings. You might be really feeling you know, very compassionate and loving with this Page of Cups towards your Divine Masculine. However, this the Seven of Swords energy really brings you into this state of conflict, because you know there were things perhaps said or done from this Divine Masculine side where they were deceptive, okay? And you just kind of holding on to this energy, and you're still not sure whether or not you can completely trust them or not. However, there is desire to move things forward. You might also really want to come see this Divine Masculine with the Chariot card. However, you're trying to stay centered and balanced with this Temperance card, and also be patient when it comes to your own feelings, when it comes to this Divine Masculine. As I said, for some of you that are dealing with third-party situations, you know that it's not the right time for you to be together, because there are some sort of obstacles in the way, and it's going to be deceptive for both of you if you are going to just act upon your feelings. Even though you have these strong emotions, you really might be holding yourself because there's someone else in the picture, or because this Divine Masculine was not completely honest with you. You are afraid to trust again in this situation with this Divine Masculine. Now, Eight of Wands does talk about desire to communicate, okay? So you might be really wanting to reach out, but again, you're trying to stay patient, you're trying to stay centered and balanced, not letting your emotions take over, okay? So that's what I'm getting here. So definitely you both need to work on yourself, because I feel like you're still holding on to some sort of past resentment or sadness from this whole situation, and there's definitely a feeling of not trusting this Divine Masculine completely because they were coming off as deceptive, okay? So you do need to work on yourself, Divine Feminine, and see if you can actually, you know, release these energies from your energy field at this time. So let's see what's actually shifting and changing for you, Divine Feminine. We have Four of Pentacles coming through. We have Five of Wands. And we have, this is the Knight of Swords. Okay. So with the Four of Pentacles, I do see some sort of stability coming to this situation. If you and this Divine Masculine were really lacking some sort of stability within this connection, there's definitely going to be stability coming. Also for you, Divine Feminine, you might have an improvement in your finances, okay? But when it comes to this connection, there's stability coming with the Four of Pentacles. Now the Five of Wands, again, it might talk about some sort of either inner conflict within yourself. So I do see you struggling a little bit with conflicting energies. And again, it might be due to you're not quite sure whether or not you can trust this Divine Masculine. Again, with the Five of Swords here on their part, they might have been even manipulative in the past, and you know about that, about these energies coming from this Divine Masculine. So you're really not sure if they're going to, let's say, reach out again and come forward, if you could really trust them. With the Knight of Swords, I do see some sort of communication coming in for you. It might be from your Divine Masculine. However, you know, I would say be careful with this energy, because Knight of Swords might be a little bit too impulsive, and you don't want to, you know, act upon your impulses, because when we are acting on our feelings, it's usually not leading us to the greatest place. So rather than being impulsive, try to stay, you know, more logical in the situation, and see perhaps what this Divine Masculine is going to say and do, rather than, you know, just falling for your emotions, because you really want to understand at this point what this Divine Masculine is wanting from you, what they're going to offer you, and just really take your time. Don't rush things when they're going to show up in your life, okay? So take this as an advice. Now let's move on to the connecting energies for both of you. Okay, let's see here. What's the connecting energy for both of you at this time? We have Ace of Cups coming through. We have Ace of Wands, two aces. And we have the Strength card, Major Arcana. Okay, so there's definitely, with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands, a lot of love and a lot of emotions and a lot of passion involved, okay? So you both are seeing this connection as an opportunity to really have love and passion in the situation, okay? So both of you are really looking forward for some sort of a new opportunity with one another, with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So there's definitely strong desire to come together and experience these beautiful, you know, feelings and emotions. But there's definitely a lot of sexual attraction, because we have passion indicated here twice with the Strength card and the Ace of Wands. So there's definitely a lot of chemistry going on with it, between you, and with the Strength card, you both are trying to withhold your energies from one another, again because of there's things unresolved between you two, and you do need to work on that first before you could actually, you know, get an opportunity to be with one another, because both of you, I feel, still, you know, need to do a little bit of shadow work. Your Divine Masculine, you know, might be struggling with some you know, control issues or ego and pride going on with this Emperor and the Sun card. And also there's someone who might be avoiding or, you know, blocking their own feelings. And you, Divine Feminine, you really need to bring into balance your emotions too, because I feel like you do have a bit of a conflict within yourself when it comes to this Divine Masculine. And again, you also might be struggling with some trust issues towards this Divine Masculine, so that aspect of this relationship also needs to be resolved, okay? But of course you can't do it on your own unless your Divine Masculine is willing to, you know, reciprocate and have that equal give and take in this situation. So again, I would say if they are going to come forward, really just try to see what their actions are, rather than, you know, listening to what they have to say, because words are words and actions are actions. So you really want to, you know, look at that closely. Okay, so now let's move on to your oracle cards here. So let's get one card from the Monology deck and see what's going on. We are having new moon in Leo very soon. However, if you're watching this video later on, it's still going to resonate. So we have hold your vision, fixed moon. So Spirit is wanting you really to hold the vision for this connection. So if you really want this Divine Masculine in your life, just continue, you know, holding this vision. If, let's say, you want something else between you two, then definitely stick to that, and I feel like things will start manifesting. You just really need to make up your mind. If you were really, you know, back and forth with this Divine Masculine, Spirit is wanting you to actually make some sort of firm decision whether or not you want to continue, you know, going on this journey. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, it's triggering. However, anything is possible, and you do need to be patient. But if you decide for yourself you are no longer wanting this connection in your life, you also have you know, a free will, and you're able to let this go. So really hold your vision, whatever it is, stick to that vision, and things will start, you know, manifesting. Because if we're constantly back and forth with energies, the universe cannot bring us that you know, outcome that we're looking for, because one day we're thinking this way, the other day we're thinking otherwise, and it's, you know, the energies shift all the time, and it's really difficult for Spirit, for the universe to really help us out in a situation, because the way we're constantly changing our mind, and our energies keep on shifting. Okay, so I want to pull these cards for you. This is the Soul Path Oracle. Okay, so this, let's see what current life lessons you're both working on. So one for your Divine Masculine and one for you, Divine Feminine. So for your Divine Masculine, what's happening? We have denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the inside of awareness. Okay, beautiful. Yes, they might be denying their own feelings towards you, but Spirit is really, you know, pushing them to face their fears and replace it with insight of awareness, okay, at this time. Now for you, Divine Feminine, what are you working on currently? We have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers, okay? So it's pretty much, again, confirming that you might be doubting this connection, you might be doubting your Divine Masculine because there's this deceptive energy you're still holding on to. Yes, they might have been deceptive in the past, however, you really need to decide for yourself what is it that you want from this connection, because again, doubt only creates, you know, more stagnation, more confusion into your life. So really hold this vision for yourself, be clear in your intentions, okay? Now, I also want to grab a few more cards for you, Divine Feminine. This is the Work Your Light Oracle. So let's see here where you are in your ascension journey right now. What Spirit has to say about that. We have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, sending the light, laying foundations, divine plan. I feel like this saint, and she's coming through in order to help you to really see the light of the situation, lay some sort of foundations in your life, Divine Feminine. And this card does talk about divine plan, so there is divine plan for both of you. So it's really up to you whether or not you want to continue, okay, on this journey. So really take the time, maybe contemplating and really deciding for yourself what is it that you want, Divine Feminine, from this connection and for your own you know, life. But I feel like the saint is really coming through with showing you the light, showing you the way, and perhaps laying some sort of, you know, foundations in your life in order for you to move forward, okay? So that's beautiful. Now I also want to grab one more card from this Spirit Animal deck to see what might be an advice for you at this time. And then we'll get some messages from your Divine Masculine. Okay, we have number 60, Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. Okay, so there's definitely a need for you, Divine Feminine, to really go deep within yourself, within your own feelings, and really acknowledge what is it that you want for yourself, what's the best path for you, okay? And Spirit is really wanting you to do that. So there's time for this deep dive for you, Divine Feminine. Okay, don't avoid your own feelings. Okay, now let's move on to your messages from this Divine Masculine. So what would they actually say to you right now? We have, I need to heal my inner child. So this Divine Masculine might be struggling with inner child wounding, inner child traumas, okay? And this is something they also need to face, because there's definitely, you know, a need for them to heal at this time. And I did see that there's blockages in their heart space. Again, they might be carrying that, you know, for some of them from childhood, okay, or from early stages of growing up. That's where they actually obtained that wounding, and now they're just still struggling with that, okay? So they really need to face that fear that they've been denying for a very long time, okay? So this is something they also need to work on at this time. So what else would they want to say to you, Divine Feminine? It says, I'm reminiscing on the time we spent together. So they are missing you. They are thinking about the times you guys have spent together. So they definitely did not forget you, and even though they might, you know, not even talk to you at this time or come forward, but they're definitely, you know, thinking about you in this connection. We also have, I've had sleepless nights over you. So they did had a bit of anxiety and stress when it came to this connection, because they are definitely felt this connection between you two, and maybe now the things that they've said or done or whatever happened between you two, it might be haunting them at night, especially when they go to bed. They might be having trouble sleeping, or they might be even getting some nightmares when it comes to this connection. So they are struggling as well. So there's definitely a need for both of you to really take the time to heal these things within yourself until you can come into this union. Okay, and let's get one more message. It says, no one makes me feel like you do. So they're also really aware of the fact that you made them really special, and perhaps they've never felt anything like that with anyone else. Okay, and they really would want you to know that, because you're definitely standing out from all the other perhaps romantic encounters or partners they had in their life. So there's definitely an understanding of that from their perspective. Okay guys, so that's all I have for you. I hope it has resonated. If not, check your moon, rising and Venus placements, and I'm sending you absolute love and light, and I will see you guys in my next readings. Take care.